Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport where, once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the SEC, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Huskers will kick it away to start. And he's going to bring it out. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Offense getting set for first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. This Husker running attack will hit you from all angles. You never know who's going to get it next.
Yeah, it's kind of like playing that hat game on the stadium jumbotron. Like, where's the ball underneath which hat that's going to move around? Always a lot of deception with this Cornhusker offense.
They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Quarterback checking off. Toss sweep to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The run from the shotgun. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Cornhuskers will have it 1st and 10. Makes it past the marker. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Handoff from the gun. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Right back to him on the ground. Powers through the defender. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And already this guy is leaving his mark on this game. Opening drive, back-to-back runs where he's found a way to get positive yards. He was able to pick up the first on that last carry. They should keep feeding him the football. The more success they have, it's going to open up the play-action game.
Moving out of the pocket. And there's going to be a loss on that play. Just run out of bounds and avoiding the contact.
Okay, so the QB scrambled, went out of bounds. It counts as a sack because it's a loss on the play. You know what I did as a defensive lineman, guys? I chased him and tried to be the first one and the closest one near him. Because guess who gets the sack? Yep, that guy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After run, now throw. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Good job on defense, getting a hand on it, tipping it up in the air. They weren't able to pick it off, but they do force the incompletion.
Third and goal from way back there. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play. And that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, put that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's the give off the left side. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. They'll try the right side. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 7, Nebraska 3.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll give it to the back. The Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting the first down. And early on, this guy has flipped on the machine switch. Nobody did that better for the Buckeyes than J.K. Dobbins back in 19. Averaged over 6 yards a carry.
Yeah, and it's really nice to be at Ohio State University where you can hand the ball to tailback every year that can get you first downs like this. First down, first down, first down. You hand them the ball, and you know good things are going to happen.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Using his legs. It's Hawkins. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Looking to pass. It's Sampson. Firing to the right, complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
The give to the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to chew up the ground yards. Just going to eat you up, play physical, be different. And that's what Nebraska fans want. Throwback to the old days, the glory days, and they want some of that here in this recent history.
And the Huskers look to keep this drive humming. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. Back open in the middle. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football and let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13. Back to throw, it's Sampson. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply won't have it.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He'll run it again. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes...
He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
You got to keep chasing and keep defending. When you got scrambling QBs that get outside the pocket, you got to keep defending down the field and keep coverage on the wide receivers. And good job with pursuit drill, running them down, making them run out of bounds, and that counts in the record books for a sack. Give me one of those, please.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Sampson. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Fires it into traffic and is picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. That was not a great throw. Might even call it ungood. Tried to put some air under it and just made it too easy.
I don't think the quarterback had a lot of confidence in where he was going with that football, Reese. I mean, that's a ball that needed to get there so much sooner. You got to put a little bit more mustard on that throw, and just lobbing the ball down the field like that, I don't know. You're asking for an interception.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll go to the ground. Open space at the 25. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
I love it. Forget all the cute stuff. It's 1st and goal. I'm trying to get 6. Nice job. Just get the quarterback under center. Let us push him into the end zone and get the touchdown.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field with scores and points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Sampson. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to the air one more time. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. How frustrating for an offense to not only see the extra defensive back with the dime package, but still have their quarterback get hit.
Yeah, when you go down, this is a passing situation. And if you're a defensive lineman, I'm pinning my ears back. I'm not playing the slightest bit of run. I don't care if they run the football. I'm getting to the quarterback. Nice job understanding that, rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Carl.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. The option look. Quick toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
When running backs square their shoulders up, it's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to plow his way forward, just making it really easy on everybody in this this offense by breaking tackles.
The give to the back. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Give to the single back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Pickup of 15. And that's a first down for the offense. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 14, Nebraska 3.
The Buckeyes are on the move. Here's the handoff. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start. And now, with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running it to the right. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the left side. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They go to the ground. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Back to pass. It's Sampson. Snags it over the middle. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
The Cornhuskers will line it up on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Complete out of the backfield. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
Oh, and I love that play call on 4th down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He chucks one out to the right. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Bringing it back. The 40. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work in the red zone. They can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Oh, that's him grabbing air. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
With that last touchdown, looks like they're going to start this season 4-0, and you've got to be impressed with what you've seen so far from this team. We knew coming in on paper this team had a chance this season, but until the lights go on, until you actually go out and do it for real, you can't believe just how good they are. But they've shown now, starting 4-0 on the year, this is a team that's going to contend for a national championship.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponents.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Running to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Husker!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle. A nice job by this offense, continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll leave it with him. At the 35, he's got room. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue.